You absolutely don't need a talent agency. One thing that I love about social media, I mean, this is kind of the principle I live by, but especially for social media, it applies that whatever you need to be successful, you already have it inside of you. You don't need a talent agency to help you be your authentic self and post content that you enjoy, that there's no limit to what we can do as physicians. Once you get those credentials behind your name, there's nothing else that's set in stone for you. Like, you literally can choose your own path. Just get started, just do it, right? If you overanalyze, if you try to do a whole bunch of preparation before actually doing it, you don't know what you're preparing for, because you don't know how your content is going to be received. If we're talking administratively, the worst part is chasing the payment.
If you're a doctor, you should have a best friend that's a lawyer.
Be a student of what it is that you actually say that you want to do.
Hi, my name is Nurse Nini, and I am here with Dr. Sarah Jamison, but we like to call her Dr. Sarah around these parts.
Yes.
So, Dr. Sarah, tell me, how was your first Bossdoctors conference?
Oh man, I'm so happy and grateful that I was able to come down to Miami from New York to the Bossdoctors conference. It has been a wonderful time of networking, of learning, of having a lot of fun, and just meeting a lot of like-minded physicians, nurses, healthcare workers who are in this space, and really just teaching and learning so much.
I'm a little biased.
Yes.
But what was your favorite panel?
My favorite panel was
the right one.
So my favorite panel, of course, was the one that we spoke on together.
I couldn't hear you. Could you say that again?
It was the one where you and I spoke on the panel together, speaking about influence within social media to expand your influence outside of clinical practice. I think it was really fun to be able to just like share our passion with other healthcare professionals who, you all know, I mean, like, we've all, I think, kind of dabbled or like looked and seen people on social media and kind of like imagined like what it would be like to do it, or to say like, I know I could do that.
And how much they making?
And how much are they making?
Are you really replacing your income with that social media?
Exactly. So to be able to be in this space actually doing it and speaking to people who, like I said, have certain questions and thoughts about it, it was really nice to kind of just like share that passion with other people, really. Yeah.
I think that my favorite, besides ours, top tier, don't get it twisted, but besides our panel, my favorite panel was the AI and legal. And I'm going to tell you why. There was so much info on that panel that I had to go back and reevaluate my social media.
Listen, that panel, for those watching, during that panel, Nini had to kind of put a pause on it for a little bit to ask her questions, because we started talking about basically liability when it comes to posting on social media. So it was very insightful for us as medical influencers, right?
I had no clue that we could basically, what was the word?
Indemnify.
Indemnify. Indemnify. Make sure that you add that to all your contracts, because at the end of the day, you can be sued for something just like really endorsing a product. If somebody decides, you know what, I like that Dr. Sarah got that, I'm going to go and I'm going to purchase that because she is endorsing this product.
Because Dr. Sarah said so. That's my tagline.
Because Dr. Sarah, one, is a doctor, so I definitely trust her. I'm going to go get it. And, if I didn't ever come to the Bossdoctors conference, I wouldn't have known that
was a thing. Yes, absolutely.
Like, let me go clean my social media up, because, baby, it's the contracts. You have to be really careful with the social media contracts.
Right. That was really helpful to be able to talk about. But then again, like you said, also learn about just being able to include certain things to protect you. One thing that I've heard say at least twice now is that you don't want to have a lawyer in case something happens. You want to make sure that you have certain things in place so that you are prepared when they happen. Not to say that they absolutely will, but you just want to have the mindset of being prepared for the day if and when it should come. So that was very helpful also.
Yes. So I actually don't have this, but with that in mind, do you have like a standard contract that you give to people when you do deals already that your lawyer or somebody has drafted up?
That's a really good question. I have what's called a rider, which is basically something to add on to the contract proposed by the brand, whatever it is. So in my rider, for example, we spoke about this a little bit. Some companies will do like a net 30, net 60 payment where you have to wait either 30 to...
30 on mine.
30 on
don't
mine,
play on my head. Net 30.
Where you have to either wait for a 30 or 60 day period, respectively. My rider includes that I should get 50% of whatever fee is being invoiced, I should get 50% after a first draft has already been submitted.
I love that. And this is why we come together to these conferences.
Yes.
Look at that, because I didn't even think about that.
Exactly.
That's really smart.
And you know
I used to make people pay me first.
Exactly.
I used to make them pay me first.
Upfront.
And then not until I switched over to my LLC and started getting paid with my EIN did I start hitting that like net 30. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Oof.
Yeah, it's tough. And the thing is, like, you know, the writer allows you to kind of, like I said, put in certain things that you know you value. For example, I have in my writer with, I hate rushed jobs. I hate I'm hitting you up at 9 p.m. and asking you to have something for me by 1 p.m. the following day. So in my writer, I have a fee for any rushed like adjustments or orders or whatever whatever you call it. It's going to be an additional charge. If you're asking me to do something in less than 48 business hours, then you're
definitely getting hit on the head for that.
Exactly. This is why Boss Doctors Conference is so impactful, because as physicians, as nurses, we learn so much in medical school, right? In our nursing school. Exactly. But there are certain things about business and finance and investments and social media and the different areas and passions that we want to explore outside of medicine that we are not taught, right, in our formal training. So this is
absolutely
almost like the school of hard knocks, where it's like people who have accomplished, sure, the medical degree, the nursing degree, but have now gotten experience, real world experience doing these different side quests, as you will, where now we can pass that information on to each other. So I think it's been wonderful.
I feel like the best intersection with medicine, honestly, like if I could just find me a husband that's a lawyer.
Hello?
That would be great.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
So that way,
write all my contracts for me. I would love that. Because honestly, like law and I would say business. Yeah, law and business. Like if you could just find somebody or just have like a best friend, get you a law. But if you're a doctor, you should have a best friend that's a lawyer.
Yep.
Vice versa.
Listen, my college roommate, freshman and sophomore year, I came in saying that I wanted to be a doctor. She came in saying she wanted to be a lawyer.
You was like, girl, bet.
And she's now a lawyer, and she's actually she's an entertainment lawyer, so she looks over my contracts for me. So,
but see how that works out?
See, it works out. But if you don't have a lawyer bestie, you can come to the Boss Doctors Conference and learn from all of the lawyers that are here.
If you don't follow the proper protocol.
Exactly.
But you will also meet the lawyers here that can, help you out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So what was your favorite part of the conference?
Favorite part of the conference, I would say, was I don't know what the actual name of it was, but the mixer that we had last night after the first day of the conference.
Fun.
That was
my God.
Really, really fun. First of all, one thing that the conference is really, I think, good at is making a nice, like, close-knit networking opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're the second person to bring up the close-knit. It makes it easier to network.
It really does.
Because it's not overwhelming. So it gives like that. How many times have you given out your phone number today?
Countless. Can't even tell you.
I can't tell you either.
Yeah.
I can't tell you either.
Because
and it's all good. I mean, it's good for them, but it's also good for you. It's just like a good symbiotic relationship with all of us.
It's absolutely true, and I've met people from all specialties, of course, orthopedic surgeons and family medicine, of course, Dr. Rowe.
What is the best?
The best specialty is also in the building, which is emergency medicine.
I couldn't hear you. What is the best specialty?
It's emergency medicine.
Okay, I thought
anywhere you have fun and anywhere you have lots of just like well-rounded, balanced, a cool time, emergency medicine is going to be in the building. So, it's not for any one specialty or any one person or whatever the case may be. It's been a wonderful experience.
Yes. Well, what would your key takeaway be from the Boss Docs Conference?
Boss Doctor Conference takeaway. It would be that there's no limit to what we can do as physicians.
Yeah. Honestly, my biggest surprise, once again, our panel, the best one. Just kidding. There were so many great panels, but the space nurse.
Oh,
where is she? She needs to be on this podcast right now.
Sure, you need to bring her in.
Because did you know you could be a space nurse?
As in outer space. As in
outer. When she said space nurse, you were like, do you mean outer space?
Because when do you hear
I'm
that?
sorry, do you mean outer space?
Right. No, really. But no, that's the thing. That really is an example of
No,
like
that
there's
is,
no
it is.
the path to becoming a nurse or a doctor is very cookie cutter, right? There are certain things that you have to do to be able to achieve it.
Gotta get that anatomy done.
You gotta get that anatomy done. But once you get those credentials behind your name, there's nothing else that's set in stone for you. Like you literally can choose your own path, whether it be becoming a podcast host in less than 12 hours, or becoming a space nurse, or a medical influencer, or an investor, or a real estate agent. Anything.
I didn't even know that was like a
thing. Me neither. But we found it at the Bossdoctors conference. So,
my Lord,
really.
I'm a space nurse. All right. And then if there was, what piece of information did you not get to share on stage that you feel like that you want everybody to know?
That's a really great question too.
Because we did run out of time.
We did run out of time because it was such a rich conversation.
Such a rich conversation.
So
We're
rich.
gonna do a part 2.
Yeah, we are going to do a part 2. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely, I could talk about social media like all day long, honestly. So there's so much. But I think what I would communicate to people that I haven't already is, in addition to being your authentic self, be a student of what it is that you actually say that you want to do. Yes, social media, there are no rules per se, right? And just like I said, once you're done with your formal training, the world is your oyster. You can go out there and like do anything, but there is like there are rules of engagement, and like I said, there is an artistry to it. So really get into the strategy, like fall in love with what it is that you want to do, and the same way you really like were a student to become a nurse, to become a doctor, become a student of whatever that passion that you have is, because it's still going to pay off no matter what.
What do you think your best advice is for someone getting started in content? And also, part 2 to that question, getting started in monetizing their content.
I think my answer is the same, even with the addendum to it, is really just get started, just do it, right? If you overanalyze, if you try to do a whole bunch of preparation before actually doing it, you don't know what you're preparing for, because you don't know how your content is going to be received. You don't know how your audience is going to like take to your content or whatever. So just go ahead, do it, have fun with it, I think is what I would tell people at first. And as long as you're being authentic, studying, and like I said, being a student of your craft and having fun with it, the brand deals and stuff like that will come. There are certain websites that you can go to
what kind of... What are some websites people can go to get started monetizing all their wonderful knowledge?
Off the top of my head, Influencer Sprout is a great one. Influencer Sprout is mainly for corporations who are looking for talent on social media to engage in their projects, campaigns, whatever the case is. And it's also where talent can go put together a profile, and that's kind of always working in the background for you if and when you need it. So that's been a really, really great one. Another one is, I want to say, impact.com.
I haven't heard of that one.
I think it's a smaller one, and the deals are not as robust, I'll say, but it is a way to kind of get started. In terms of price and stuff like that, I kind of feel like it's anything, right? When you were an intern, you were not making any money, right?
You definitely have to post for free before you post for...
That's it.
You might have to do a couple of collabs. You might have to get some free product. I'm off the top of my head, the word is escaping me.
The gifting campaigns?
The gifting, thank you. The gifting campaign. You might have to do a couple of gifting campaigns. And from there, like after you have something that you can show, like, hey, this is like my portfolio, as you can really kind of say it, you can definitely go on from there. A really great one, if you don't know, I think I was telling you about this the other night, on Bento for outbounds. If you know that there's a company that you want to work with, you don't know who to reach out to, you can go to OnBento, OnBento, and it's basically like an AI software that scrapes the internet for the people that you need to reach out to. So for example, if I wanted to do a collab with Tylenol, that would be really great for you, by the way.
That's on my vision board.
We're going to get you on Bento.
Love it.
You're going to reach out to Tylenol, and they're going to give you the person. It gives you the email of the person who you need to write. And also the AI makes the email for you.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, like I don't really be going with the AI, that their email. I use chat.
I mean,
I'll go with chat.
Which is your favorite
Chat
AI?
kind of knows
right.
me. Yeah, chat
he
knows me a little
you.
bit more.
Yeah.
But you can also plug in templates into OnBento to send it out to different companies.
Okay.
And then it connects directly to your email. And when they email you back, it goes to your email.
Oh, wow. So that's a really great resource.
And it sends a follow-up for you.
Oh, wow.
Y'all like those jewels?
Listen, you just dropped some jewels.
That was some jewels right there.
Literally.
That was it.
No,
yeah.
for real.
So and of course you have all the other smaller ones, Aspire IQ. You have FOR. I think that's how you say it. FOHR. Is that FOR?
FOHR.
Yeah, I don't know if it's called FOR. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that's it. But there's like so many different ones. OnBento to me is probably the best one that I found for outbound, not inbound. Inbound, really, you just need to structure your bio correctly. Always have your location, always have your email, and what your niche is. So your top site for you, mine is OnBento.
Top site for me would be the influencer sprout, especially because I don't, that's for my inbound and I don't engage with it ever really. It's just I have a profile there. It logs all of
I'm gonna have to start one there.
You should, yeah,
Influencer
because
Sprout.
it keeps all of your it keeps track of your engagement.
Oh,
So as
that's
long as
nice.
you have as long as you have good engagement, it's going to kind of like
learn from each other.
Yeah. And then also let's not neglect the fact that like some companies, a lot of companies still are like boots on the ground. They're just scrolling looking to see who they find
I love
with
that.
SEO searching, right?
Yeah.
So I think that speaks to the advantage of making sure that you're posting consistently. So that way you can stay kind of on the top of search feeds and on the top of, certain, like I said, SEO criteria. So yeah, search criteria. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good question that I have for you. I know I said like 5 minutes ago I was going to close out this interview. But what is your advice for people that think that they need a talent agent to get started?
Oh, you absolutely don't need a talent agency. So one thing that I love about social media, I mean, this is kind of the principle I live by, but especially for social media, it applies that whatever you need to be successful, you already have it. You already have it inside of you. So you don't need a talent agency to help you be your authentic self and post content that you enjoy, and that is something that your audience will use to find you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think, I'm not saying there's no value in having a talent agent, but I will say that starting out, it's definitely not necessary. I feel like once you get to a certain level where you just absolutely need the help administratively to help you manage your inbox, to help you.
I'm to that level right now.
That's really right. I remember you saying that.
Overwhelming.
I remember
it's
you saying
overwhelming.
that. As long as if it's
and the negotiating back and forth.
And the negotiating
I feel like
back
that's
and
the
forth.
worst part of it. Actually, that's another. I said I was done after this question. I lied once again.
Sure.
What do you think the worst part about being an influencer is? And I feel like that's like a 2-part question.
Yeah.
Because like you said, as I've mentioned, administratively, is too much for me.
If we're talking administratively, the worst part is chasing the payment. That for me is like the absolute. That's
you can ask some of those people to like pay you first.
Of course.
However, I've had people pay me first, and Stripe. If you go through Stripe, you get paid to that one. It gets to you a lot quicker.
I get it. I think my issue with the Stripes and the Tipaltis and all those kind of I don't know. I don't know if the Stripe take like a percentage.
I don't think that they took a percentage. No. Actually, maybe I need to check. I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't want any middlemen. I don't want any bottom feeders in my pockets.
Yeah.
In terms of, like I said, yes, some people will pay up front. I don't know if it's just the corporations that I've been dealing with, they don't necessarily.
Yeah.
And even when you do like the 50%, like I was talking about before.
After the first draft.
Yeah, there's still like a closing out of it. Right now, I've been like chasing
my money.
For real. So that to me is the worst part. And I do think in terms of, just to bring it back to your initial question, having a talent agency or a manager is helpful because it allows you to
just create
and be the talent. So
show up. All you gotta do is just show up.
I will say one of the dynamics that I don't enjoy is because right now I am negotiating my own contracts. I am creative. I am the talent, and then I am like the accounts payable team, right? I can only show my teeth but so much if I want to maintain the relationship to be able to have a repeat campaign with them. Does that make sense?
Let me let you in on a little secret that you can do.
Tell me.
And I learned this from Lady Gaga.
Go ahead, say this.
You already know what I'm about to say.
I do.
You can pretend to be your manager.
Yes. And
you don't need a manager. You can pretend to be your manager.
I'm so glad you mentioned it because
Tiffany.
Mine would be Paul.
Okay.
Because it projects like
male dominance
and a certain type of male. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like
sassy male, or is it given like I'm about my money, give it to
like
me?
An entitled white man.
That's what I'm calling the police. The white ones. Yes. Okay, good.
So that's who mine would be. And like I said, I'm glad you mentioned it because it's something I've been kind of like every time I find myself chasing a payment or having to, like I said, negotiate and be kind of like strong arm. I'm like, Sarah, go ahead and set up your second little ghost email info@drsarah.com so that way people can be emailing Paul and not emailing you. So that is a really good tip. I'm glad you brought that up.
Paul, it's so nice to meet you.
In the flesh.
Yes, in the flesh. My white man.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So how should we wrap this up? What are your final thoughts on the conference?
Final thoughts on the conference. This has been an amazing 2 days so far. I'm a little bit sad that we're coming to the end of it because
it kind of was quick.
It was entirely too quick.
It was really quick.
Too quick, but very valuable, worth every penny, worth all the time, worth any PTO that you would have to take off. But if you are truly gleaning and learning from what it is, you won't have to be taking off no PTO because you are the boss.
You won't.
So I just think it's been a wonderful time. And anybody who's been thinking about it or interested in it, make sure that you come on down next year. And I would love to see you.
What would you like to see next year?
Oh gosh, next year I would love to see it expanded from just a weekend to like a nice little 5-day kind of thing.
Girl, 5 is crazy.
I know it is, but listen.
What topics would you like to see?
This is the thing. We did our session, everything, we had what, 30 minutes, right?
And 30, do you know you have 30 minutes,
right? And we needed more time, right?
Yeah.
So I think it would be great if we could have it expanded, one, to just be able to really like do a deep dive. And then also, like you said, just expand the topics as well. I think Tisha has done an amazing job.
She is definitely
I know not a one-woman show, but essentially a one-woman show, and she has knocked it out of the park. And I think it would be great to just really rally around her and partner and be able to like help what she has right now to grow and continue to expand. And that's what I would love to see. Yeah,
I agree.
That's what I would love to see.
I think I would like to see another, because like you are here during the day, you're learning from panelists, you're learning from people presenting, all the rest of that. And afterwards, obviously you want to talk to everybody. I think that what I would like to see next year is a second networking event similar to last night. Like if you can, like we have the dinner tonight, but the dinner tonight is like VIP only. Like I would like to speak to everybody.
There's also the event tomorrow, the scrubs.
Oh, the scrubs and clubs. Yes.
Yeah. So there are a few opportunities.
Yeah, there are a few opportunities definitely there. And then I think that I would also like to see more. I would say like more legal. I really enjoyed the legal part. I felt like I said, the best friend that you can have as a doctor, lawyer.
Yeah. I think that's true. It's been great though to be able to come and be able to be with our peers within our profession. I do like that it's a break from clinical discipline, just because we get so much of that so many other places and at so many other conferences. So to be able to come to a conference for physicians, but that is so diverse in its content has been really, really wonderful.
I really like that. It's even though it's open to everybody, I love to see all the melanated people here.
Of course,
I love it.
Of course.
Of course, I love us.
That
I love us for
that
real.
bright Florida sun. Yeah, it's been wonderful.
I love it. All right. Well, Dr. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us here on the Bossdoctors podcast. And any closing words?
None. Just make sure that you're here next year. That's it.
That's it.
All right. Bye.